Hello, everyone. This is Awan here, and this is the time that I actually look forward to in the year when we have a roundtable of all the things that happened in cinema, the best and the best performances, the worst performances, what struck us in the regional arena, all those things. So when I look back at 2024 at the movies, I genuinely feel that it lacked that extra thing. And most films, like the recycled formulas, they wanted to reclaim the box office either by hook or crook. And there were some films that did try to be something different. And though they tried to be something different, they could neither sustain the momentum nor the excitement. But despite the mediocrity at last that we have seen in 2024, there are some films that we genuinely loved, and those films actually evoked our expressions and emotions. So for that, I have my esteemed panel to discuss all the best and the worst films of 2024 that they genuinely loved, not just being as a cheering audience, but also being a critic or a cinephile. So today, in our roundtable, the first roundtable of our year 2024, we have Saugat, we have Amit Sen, we have Amit Makhija. There are two Amits with us today. We have Randhir, and we also have Sandeep Padhi. So, guys, as you all know, we had done a survey of the best and the worst films of 2024. And you know what? In all the list that we have shared, the film that won everyone hearts with the max number of points was Lapata Ladies. It has got 18 points. Of course, we don't have some of our panelists who had taken the survey, but Lapata Ladies is what really stood out, followed by Kill. And also, there were some films that we genuinely want to discuss today. I genuinely want to discuss today with you. So I'll first go to Amit Sen. Amit, welcome to our first roundtable. So you have done your voting. So I want to know what was the best thing that you found in 2024.
Thank you, Awan, for inviting me to this panel. And it's lovely to speak with these esteemed guests. Yes, to me, this was a pretty ordinary year in terms of movies.
Mhm.
Not really something that clicked, but way too many biopics, way too many loud movies. But amongst them, the film that really touched my heart, apart from Lapata Ladies, was Amar Singh Chamkila.
Yeah.
Although it was not released in theaters, but still it somehow made a mark in the OTT and was finally the one of the most watched films on OTT. And how Imtiaz Ali made a comeback with Amar Singh Chamkila, how A.R. Rahman made the music really good, although it's not really his genre. But I still think that there was slight edge of Amar Singh Chamkila in the way it was directed, in the way the story was told, in the way the whole
Hmm.
insurgency period was being shown. It was still a little notch ahead of Lapata Ladies.
Great, great. And I see that you also expressed your liking for another OTT film, which actually released in 2023 as part of the Mammoth Film Festival, if I'm not wrong, and it's Berlin. I'm not sure if how many of
Hmm.
you it was, because this was originally not there in the list. I think one of you, maybe Saugat, or no, it was Amit,
Hmm.
who had included in his list. So yeah, thanks for that, to bringing out that small but very spirited film, Berlin. Uh, I'm going to Saugat. So Saugat, also you have expressed your immense love for Lapata Ladies, and also you have brought out another film which released on the OTT, Bhakshak, right? And followed by Bhakshak, I think we have Saitan from you, and of course there is the Stree verse, which ranks three in your list.
Yeah.
And that
So
Strivas also has Munjya. If I say Strivas, Stri 2 and Munjya, I've clubbed that. So Saugat, I want to know from you, what was your feeling for 2024?
yeah, I think the list which I had said. So when I started compiling top three, which is sometimes
Mm,
difficult, I
mm,
realized that maybe in any of the other years before 2024, so these three may not have qualified even for top five. So as you rightly mentioned, it was a very underwhelming year. and it would not have come across in any of the earlier year. But still, because it is only 2024 and Lapata Ladies, many people will talk about it, and it can be
Okay.
compared as a very simple and honest portrayal of the human emotions,
Hmm.
somewhat similar to 12th Fail. So I'm not going to talk much about it. And because of my slight bias towards horror and thriller, so I
Hmm.
found Saitan very powerful, though I haven't seen the original.
Yeah.
Because there are some movies where like we like the antagonist, how brilliantly he has acted,
Hmm.
and
Madhavan.
like from the Rehna Hai Tere Dil Mein and seeing Saitan, so it was really a very great performance by Madhavan. And if somebody can power the brilliance of Ajay Devgan, it is really commendable. Otherwise, very difficult to like match with Ajay scene by scene. So I liked Saitan. And in the Stree verse, actually, like I have a confession, I haven't seen Stree 2. So my vote was
Oh
for
my God.
Munjia,
Ah.
again because of the mix of horror and comedy. Because Stree is definitely good, very good.
Okay.
But Munjia was slightly more comedy and less of horror. But it somehow gave me a slight memory of Tumbad,
Okay.
though like it was not matched with that. But I like that
Munjia had more
folklore
of
and
humor embedded into it,
yes,
unlike
correct.
the
Yes,
Tumbat was kind
but
of
we
very
have
yeah,
correct. But we have that setting of the jungle and the forest and that
right.
folklore that there is a ghost. And I wish it's more to come, maybe
So
in
before we
second
go
part.
to the other panelists, I just want a confirmation from them. Saugat, our dear friend, has not watched 3-2. Should we be, मतलब इसको सोसाइटी और मूवी बॉक्स में रखना चाहिए नहीं रखना चाहिए आप बोल दो एंड डिस्कशन में होना चाहिए नहीं होना चाहिए should be for not watching 3-2.
If I can interject a little here, I think daring लगती है to confess that आपने स्त्री टू देखी नहीं है, such a big hit of the
क्या
year.
आपको समाज
और
स्वीकारेगा?
हमारे स्वागत ने वो
No,
confess कर दिया है, वही बहुत
yeah.
बहादुरी की बात है, if you ask me.
I
That
think
is more horror than the movie, I think, that I haven't watched.
yeah, I believe we should hand over Sogar to Sarkata and let's see how he deals with Sarkate ka atank.
Right. So coming to the aura created by Lapata ladies and all, like I want to know from now Randhir. Randhir, tell me like why films like did you ever feel like films like Lapata ladies? It was kind of convenient, and the idea was also borrowed from one of the films that even that was debated, right? As in Anant Madhavan had told that it was his script. He had done something for DD. Idea was convenient, and there was it it it, it was kind of very convenient filmmaking, and it knew that it was trying hard to stick to as in milk our emotions like that. So why do you think that film got the love from so many audience? What is the reason? Is it because of the nostalgia that it created, because it was set in
Well,
2000, not the contemporary time? What is your genuine feeling about that?
yeah, so Evan ji, Guruji, what I feel is that so a movie is an overall package. Like
Ah,
sometimes क्या होता है कि the movie is just served to the audience, and how it is a culmination of lot of things, and कभी कभी film बस दिल को छू जाती है
hmm,
for some odd reason, even if you know that okay the idea is borrowed, even if you can make out all the conveniences that the makers have taken.
hmm,
Like in Lapata Ladies, even I could make out. Okay, so I'm assuming everyone here has seen Lapata Ladies, and whoever is this discussion will be shown to have seen. So if I can point out, there is this final reveal, there is this final scene in the end where a certain
hmm.
character has a change of heart, and
Yeah.
that occurs too conveniently. Just when the story needs it, it happens. It doesn't happen before, it doesn't happen later. It happens just at the correct moment. And okay, they have gone for a convenient end के लिए गए हैं. But then
Hmm.
even despite that, कभी कभी एक फिल्म में एक बात आ जाती है, एक इमोशन ऐसा आ जाता है, कुछ जुड़ जाता है, that you just tend to forgive everything and you say, yeah, the movie still works good. The movie works and the movie still touches your heart. I feel Lapata Ladies has that kind of redeeming quality
Hmm.
in the way the movie decides to be a story of these two young women more than
Right.
anything else, who want very contrasting things. One wants to be in her house with her husband, and in her household. One wants an independent life, and somewhere this movie becomes the story of the wants of these two women, and that somehow it वो दिल को छू जाती है बात. तो
Right.
आप माफ करके फिल्म को पसंद कर पाते हो. That's what worked for लापता लेडीज, I feel.
Great. And you have actually ranked I Want to Talk, such a beautiful and charming film, in your top list, right? That's a very different and really a very spirited performance from Abhishek Bachchan. Uh,
Hrithik
so
Roshan, yeah. So
Mahatma would not appreciate it, but
yeah.
and I think so. But for the remaining, how did it strike with you, connect with you?
Is this for the
I want to
remaining panelists, this question,
no for you,
or is
Ranjit,
it for me?
for you.
So I Want to Talk was overwhelming for me. I mean, I didn't expect this movie to be so, so touching,
Hmm, hmm,
And I mean, what I really wanted right now, see, 2022 was a dull year for Hindi movies. 2023 was resurgence, but resurgence at the cost of heavy, massy, heavy action movies. And
hmm,
2024 was to be the year I felt where now that Bollywood has come into resurgence just to be themselves, to let the author filmmakers, for the most distinct filmmakers to showcase their talent. But that somehow didn't happen. The one movie which I felt did that was I Want to Talk, where
hmm.
Shujit Sarkar, in his zone, which is very different from the commercial massy movies, just made a very compelling, a great movie.
Right.
And about the way that it all played out, about this guy who gets diagnosed with cancer,
Yeah.
and how he decides to live the rest of his life
Hmm,
with it, and all the means it's not just one moment, it is a whole lifetime, and there
hmm.
are ups and downs in life. Lot of things, sometimes things go your way, sometimes things don't go your way, sometimes they go all different directions, and sometimes you're good, sometimes you're not as good as you want, and
So
through
is
all
that
those
does it
phases of
did
life.
it actually connect with you because you also belong somehow to the same profession like doctor, medicines and all, everything. So
Yeah,
did it strike
so
with
from
you
a medical
differently?
perspective, yeah, I have it connected to me a lot, since I have seen, from the other side, I have seen patients who have gone through all those phases, and so I could connect more. So that was definitely there, but it was a complete movie. I mean, it was just when you think of cinema, you think of something, a story which you don't expect to be touched by so much when you initially go into it. But once you've watched it, once you've seen it, you feel it stays with you, and each and every aspect of the movie stays with you. The emotions stay with you. Then that's really something great. So that's what happened with I Want to Talk.
Okay, okay. So coming to Amit Makhija, like I think he has not watched I Want to Talk, but he definitely would want to talk about Stree and Munjia. Amit, over to you.
Yes, thank you. Thanks, Avan. So I've watched both Stree as well as Munjia. Munjia, I honestly found a little underwhelming. It
Uh,
leaves that kind of impact. Stree was wholesome entertainment. They
hmm,
really got the horror comedy genre right here. It was high voltage entertainment, amazing jump scares, some very good punches, and after a long time, we saw Akshay Kumar in his elements for a few moments, so that was good.
Yeah.
I think this is one of those rare movies where the second part actually exceeds the first one by miles. So
really?
once you come
Okay.
out of the theater, you feel that okay, I've watched a movie which is complete paisa vasool entertainment, and that too in a rather underwhelming year, especially
Hmm.
for the Hindi film industry because nothing much really came out. To be honest, all the big ones tanked. So
So
this one was
yeah.
a surprise.
Right.
Yeah.
It was a surprise. I think things all fell into place properly. But when we talk about massive films, like, and of course, sequence like Stree 2, which did really good business, compared to Stree 2, why didn't, Singham again and Bhool Bhulaiya 3, they didn't, though collections were told they were great collections, but I don't think they kind of, generated that kind of excitement after people watched that. What was the reason,
Yeah,
guys?
actually, I would say Bhool Bhulaiya 3 was slightly better than Bhool Bhulaiya 2. Bhool Bhulaiya 2 was a very average film. It
Hmm.
just came at the right time when the pandemic was being lifted and you had a nice horror comedy genre coming in. Kartik Aaryan has got good popularity.
Hmm.
The song is very popular, so that movie kind of somehow worked. But Bhool Bhulaiya 3 had a very, very good climax.
Huh.
Overall movie was somehow just motoring through. In the end, the climax uplifted it to a large extent. Singham again was a disaster.
Okay.
A full-fledged outright disaster right from the beginning till the end. And from the trailers,
Uh-huh.
it was evident. It was unfortunate. I think they tried their very best to link it with Ramayan. It's just that it turned out to be more of Ram Leela and circus stuff. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So I just saw the list, and there were some films that we also kind of did not include. Films like Merry Christmas and a small film like All India Rank. So, guys, did any one of you watch those films? Merry Christmas of Sriram Raghavan. Of course, Sriram
I
Raghavan,
watched.
he was that.
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
I
I've
watched
seen.
Merry Christmas. Yes, yeah, it
Yeah,
was good.
I think it was one of the
Merry
first films.
Christmas was good, but if you compare with other movies of Sriram Raghavan, it was a bit of a letdown, not as bad as letdown as Agent Vinod, but yeah,
Hmm.
just above Agent Vinod in his filmography, I would
Yeah.
say. Yeah.
He has made
Yeah.
6 movies, I think, maybe in last 20 years.
Yeah, and this
And
was
so the huge expectation is huge actually, because all of
and
his movies
this
are nowhere. Yeah, kind
and
of.
this
Yeah,
came.
I
I
mean,
think this
Johnny
came
Gaddar
after
and Badlapur, that's what you expect from Sriram Raghavan. This Andhadhun, that's a standard. And what was this? Yeah.
Yeah,
I
No
Andhadhun
think
doubt.
really had set the
I
benchmark,
think
and I think
yes.
when Merry Christmas came, it came after a huge break of 6 years from Andhadhun, or
Yeah,
five and a
yeah.
half years from Andhadhun.
yeah.
Yeah.
It set the bar so high with
Right.
Andhadhun that
Uh,
Merry Christmas was a rather underwhelming follow-up. But on its own,
hmm.
it was an engaging watch.
Yeah,
Yeah. Especially the
you
casting choice. I mean, Vijay Sethupathi was the apt guy to cast in that role. He doesn't look, he looks like a common man, but the way he goes about his role, you're just expecting what he would do next. And that's exactly the kind of actor you need in that particular drama, you know.
I think we should discuss in the performances part for Vijay Sethupathi, and of course, we need to explore more of Abhishek Bachchan from I Want to Talk in the performances segment when you go to that.
So I think just one part in Merry Christmas. I don't
Yeah.
know whether it has been shown in any Hollywood or Korean movies. So where
Hmm.
they had these 2 floors, exact
Hmm.
replica.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
that part was excellent. I mean,
Hmm.
I never expected that twist at all. Like I was wondering
That was
what
a
can
good
happen,
one.
seeing so many like thrillers and all
I
these things.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
could
I
not
think
guess
the
that
issue
bit.
was yes, I think the issue with Merry Christmas was that twist should have been the climax. After that twist, when the climax came, we could all guess that what the climax was going to be.
Yeah, it became a
Yeah,
romantic
It was
movie.
yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
it turned out to be more of a romantic film, as in, of course, thriller was there, thriller element was there, but more of romantic brushes. I think that
I
doomed the
think the
prospects of
kind
Merry
of
Christmas.
open-ended ending that Andhadhun had, they
Yeah,
needed something similar in the end for Merry
yeah,
Christmas to
yeah.
give it the ultimate uplift in the end. That's where it started going down after they revealed that twist.
Yeah, because all of his movies start with "Don't miss the beginning," so it all
Yeah.
like connects with like a loop. But this
And
was very different.
yeah, another film, guys. I think Yashika, she is not there with us, but she will join us for tomorrow. And she has mentioned, she has given a special mention for Madgaon Express. I remember this film was hugely discussed in our group, Madgaon Express, when it released, and a lot of people went to the theaters, and they loved the film. Beautiful film, the directorial debut of Kunal Khemu. Did all of you watch that because it came on Prime after that? I think.
I watched in theaters. I laughed my heart out for
Uh,
that movie.
okay.
Very, very good movie, and some of the dialogues were extremely good. Pratik Gandhi was outstanding in the movie.
Hmm.
Yes, and especially after being uh, that dosed with cocaine and all those things.
Hmm.
So and even some of the scenes, the ending was not that great, but in the beginning and in the middle when they were in Goa and what things happened,
Hmm.
those scenes were quite good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And moreover, there's a lot of praise for Chaya Kadam, who played Kanchan Komri. We will discuss that in the best
Yeah.
performances segment. That was really good. And there is something really great about this guy, Divyendu Sharma. He's so spontaneous. I think the
Yeah,
chemistry
he was
these
also
three
very
guys,
good.
it worked a lot. Though I did not get much points, and some only pointed that okay, it's a special mention, take it in the
I think
category.
the thing about Madgaon Express is that it was a great watch. Even I watched it in theater, had a blast watching the movie, had a great time, laughed my heart out. All that happened, but
Right.
somehow I just feel like I don't remember that movie so much. I mean, it's year end, and that's not that's not one of the first few movies that comes to my mind. Just that, yeah.
Okay.
I think Randhir has a very valid point here, because when you look at Pratik Gandhi's movies, I remember Do Aur Do Pyar
Do
more
Aur Do Pyar,
than
yeah.
Madgaon Express. I think that was a very, very good story about contemporary marriages.
Right,
Very
right.
well portrayed by both Vidya and Pratik.
Yes, yes. I really loved the film, Do Pyar. And it is on Prime, right? I think it came on Prime, and I watched it again with my wife. I loved the film, as in the chemistry between Pratik and Vidya was really great. And we saw that guy Senthil, right? He was there in Shore in the City. I think I saw him
Yeah,
after
yeah,
a long time, as in, and he was good. And whatever. It's a sweet, gentle film. Now, coming to the worst of 2024, just guess what's the film which has got the maximum points? What
Again,
will
got
the
to be
worst?
Singham again. I hope.
No,
Actually,
it is
I
not
like the
Singham again.
initials of this
It is
movie.
not Singham again,
ये
but
जो फिल्म
someone.
जो आया है
I have
उसका
seen
मेरे को
worse. Yeah.
initials बहुत पसंद है.
कौन सा?
ये जो फिल्म जो आया है वर्स्ट उसका मुझे इनिशियल्स बहुत पसंद है because if you just if you just say that वो गाली का जो बनता है that is very apt for that movie, you know.
बड़े मियाँ छोटे
You
मियाँ.
Ah,
Yes,
Yeah.
BMC.
number of
Watch with
points,
the max
and it's
number of points.
exactly what the movie.
Yes, I
Then
think
what is
no doubt about it.
disaster? And did you remember? Do you remember the audacity that the Bagnanis they were telling कितना 1100 crore कमा लेगा तो movie. Yes, reels they were being shared, right? You remember in the group we were get to get one of those reels which they were boasting कि 1100 crore कमा लेगा film.
I
And
think they
all it turned
completely
out to be a
missed the
big
pulse of
disaster.
audience in this. No doubt about it. They completely missed
Yeah.
the pulse of Indian audience in that movie. It's not the kind of action which people like. Also, the story had nothing in it. The concept, it wasn't too bad. I have been through that
I
torture of
mean,
Bade Miyan Chote Miyan,
So I think they
but it could have been
I mean,
executed
okay,
well.
just spoiling the movie, just spoiling the plot of the movie a little, but I don't think people would care much about that movie anymore. But the whole movie is essentially about just Akshay Kumar and Tiger Shroff fighting each other, fighting their own clones. That's
Yeah.
what the whole movie is.
very cheap idea. And I just like compared like Prithviraj Sukumaran in Badi Miyan Chote Miyan versus Prithviraj in The Goat Life.
Goat Life.
Just
Yeah,
contrast.
this movie just released after Goat Life. I mean,
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
ultimate downgrade. Like you go from HD to like just that green
Mobile screen.
pixelated.
I think it's like Sarkar and RGV ki aag comparing
Exactly.
Amitabh Bachchan.
Ultimate downgrade that was. Yeah.
I don't
And
know why.
also a lot of miscasting. I mean, for one of the roles, they cast that Manushi Chillar as agent,
Yes.
and she's supposed to do
And that to
heavy
be
duty action.
opposite
I mean,
to
she
Akshay
looks-
Kumar.
Akshay Kumar, and she looks quite. She doesn't look like an action, the kind of heroine who could pull off so much action. She looks like just a young upcoming talent. I mean, to cast her in that particular role, and just that, and Sonakshi Sinha. I mean, what was her character, and
Yes.
why was she even cast in it? She was a complete mess. I mean, just those casting choices, they were horrible.
And
why
guess
do
what
these
is
people always wear glasses? It's like
and what follows closely to Badi Miyan Chote Miyan? Guess it's Do Patti. And then I didn't feel it was so bad, but it really lost. We really lost the plot, everything
Okay.
in the last. I think the last 20-25 minutes, we really lost it. I think it was the starting and the beginning was well. I want to know from you why Do Patti invited so much of hate. And of course, there is Firai Hasin Dilruba. Both the films are from Kanika Dhillon stable. But why did it invite so much of hate from our cinephiles?
Well, I haven't seen both, so I won't be commenting on this.
Okay.
Same here.
Well,
I haven't seen both.
Who gave so much
Which-
points
which-
to Do Patti? Let me
but
check.
from
Yeah,
Swagat has
so I
given.
think, yeah.
Swagat, it's your
Yeah.
film, yeah.
Yeah, So I think that's what like I never liked Kajol. That is one thing, and like the comeback which she is making in like small screen.
Hmm.
So that's what it started very well, and Kriti Sanon was very good actually. But I don't know like last half an hour what happened, and it was very badly executed. I mean, it just lost totally, completely the plot and everything, and I never liked the acting as well. I mean, it was not suited to her at all. It could have been much better, writing specifically.
Okay, Amit, did you see Dopati and Firai Hasin Dilruba? Like, do you rate it worse than
Yes, yes.
Singham again?
Sorry,
You're talking
me
about
or
Amit Makhija.
okay.
So I watched neither of them.
Okay, what about Amit
Dopati and
Sen? Yeah, okay.
Okay, and so I just want to say the worst movie for me, there was one movie which was even worse than Bade Mia Chote Mia for me this year, which I've ranked as one. And not many people have seen that movie, and God bless, they've all been lucky. And that particular movie is Vidyut Jamwal's Crack. And yeah, it is much worse than Bade Mia Chote Mia.
Oh,
If
right,
you
you have given
watch
5
Crack,
Right, okay.
yeah, for me, that is the year's worst movie. I mean, and a majority of that movie has been shot on green screen. I mean, you can make out fake backgrounds
Oh my
everywhere,
God,
you
is
know.
it so bad? So clean? Oh my God.
Yeah, definitely. And Arjun Rampal, okay, he was never that great an actor, but when he was given a good character, he always managed to leave an impression, and they made him act so badly in that movie. My God. And all those all that Squid Game movies and
Ah,
Luck and those kind of movies, that kind of storyline, the worst possible iteration they could have given that, they've given that movie. It's just horrible.
like
Crack.
on the similar tangent or the terrain of Crack, I think
Yeah,
Amit
yeah,
Sen has seen.
it's about yeah, similar plot as Squid Game and Luck,
Okay,
about
Hmm.
people who
but
get into a game of about life and death to win a big reward. That's what the movie is about. And the
Randhir,
worst
it
possible.
may be Randhir, something maybe worse than this. Amit Sen has seen both Ruslan and Yudra. Amit, we want to know from you.
And I've also seen Crack.
You-
I think
okay,
And
so how do you compare them?
Crack, tagline for Crack is जीतेगा तो जिएगा. I think
हाँ,
it's नहीं देखता तो जिएगा.
okay.
Yes. I think Bade Miyan Chote Miyan was worse just because of the loudness of the movie.
Hmm.
It still was a little bit better in terms of story than Ruslan.
Hmm.
Ruslan had nothing. It's just why Ayush Sharma wants to do films, I don't know.
हाँ,
It's very, very difficult to watch. And Yudra started well and
हाँ.
then went down after everything. I think Manvika Mohanan was still watchable, but I don't know what happened to the actor who was so good in what you say, the as a rapper
Okay.
in
Raghav Juel was there, right? In Yudra.
yes, he was again the bad guy.
Acha, in one film that we missed was Kill. I think Kill got a lot of points. I think it was the second ranker
Yeah.
in our list of points. Kill. Amit Makhija, you have not seen Kill, right?
no,
Okay.
don't kill me for that. I know it's very highly rated amongst the cinephiles. It is
I
on my
won't
to-do
say.
list. I have to watch it, thing, but it's a
I
little too
watched it
violent.
twice in
Yeah.
theater. I watched it twice in theater, but I loved it absolutely.
I think the winner, why Kill won, was because of it changed the perception of violence, on screen violence, the way it was shot, and it was just shot in a train, right? Like the
Hmm.
entire thing
Yeah,
was a train.
I
And
feel in Bollywood you don't really get that kind of no-nonsense action movie that much, and
hmm,
even when you
Hmm.
get it, it's not made properly. I mean, Kill was breath of fresh air. It was a no-nonsense, highly focused action movie and made so well. I mean, everything fell into place just like it fell into place like the bread and butter. Just everything was set, and didn't expect
so
something like that. Even okay, getting a little into spoiler, there is a particular, एक plot armor होता है, particular characters जो होते हैं movies में, they just don't die. It is a norm in Hindi movies. Particular characters, they don't get harmed, they don't die, no matter how bad things get. But in Kill, one particular one particular typical character who's given a plot armor actually gets killed.
Huh.
And that was
Hmm.
like the jaw-dropping moment for me. Like, my God, they actually did that. वहीं पे, and I was like, now what are the next are they going to do when they've done this, you know? So
Huh.
that was really that was for me brave on part of the makers to actually take that step, you know.
Yeah.
And then of course the writing and the way that villain character, he's the smartest guy in the movie. He's the villain, and
Played
that
very well.
Hmm.
funny character Raghav Joyal, he's the villain, but he's also the smartest guy, and a kind of wisecrack thing, dialogues he's dropping,
Dialogues are very good
describing
fun.
everything. That was like
So I found
great, you
Laksha.
know.
I found Laksha more wooden compared to Raghav. Raghav was more,
So
he
the
really
difference,
enjoyed
the
playing the
difference
part.
is because, the difference is because Lakshya is being shown from army. He's a proper combat agent,
Hmm.
Yeah.
and he how to combat in these kind of situations. Raghav is shown as a pure dacoit,
Hmm.
and he
Yeah.
doesn't like kind of fighting as such.
Yeah,
Not
and that is
well
actually
versed
the
in
thing that
martial arts.
Laksha's character is shown to be physically stronger than Raghav.
Yes.
He
Yeah.
actually uses his Kamina Dimag to overpower him.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's like very well shown. And Laksha was good, but in this role, in this movie, he suited it. Yeah, he does come across a bit wooden at times, but let's see what he does later. He suited
The,
this role, this movie.
the,
Yeah.
the
It was
only
pretty unusual.
bad thing.
Yeah, it was
Hmm.
pretty unusual for a film like Kill to garner so much of appreciation, so much of excitement, so much of love from the audience. So, like as you told, it was a breath of fresh air, despite being shot in a claustrophobic train. So,
Yeah.
quite fast.
Also, one aspect we are not talking about is it's a Dharma Productions film. They have never made such kind of
Yeah,
movies.
right.
I would say
They
it
pushed
did
the
not
envelope.
give the
Hmm.
they definitely pushed the envelope with this, no doubt.
Yeah. And Dharma has all the tactics, good marketing strategy, everything. They released it in a different platform, like the film festival first, and then it came to Busan Film
Hmm.
Festival, I think, and then it came to the theaters. So yeah, that was a good tactic. So I think Kill has like to give credit where it's due. Kill really deserves a lot. Apart from Rafa.
And Kill being among the top best movies of 2024 is also okay. Kill is a movie which deserves to be, but I also feel it kind of shows the overall lack of quality which was there. Not because Kill is a bad movie, but because people don't take action movies that seriously. Especially when you have 3 or 4 great drama movies in the same year, people tend to push the action movie a little behind. But this
Right.
year, Kill has been in the front. That means we have not had that many great drama films overall
Right.
this year.
Right.